Peacher here, and it is time. I have waited for this box set for years, pretty much since I started my Dark Angels army. I have been wanting a pure Deathwing Terminators box set, and it is finally here. So before I completely devour into this box and convert all the Terminators I have with all the components in this box, I decided I'm going to do a quick little review of my own about the new Terminator box set, since it has so many different options and so many different unique bits and stuff that can really benefit with the Dark Angels, and also bring a new light into what Space Marines can really do, and the potentials that these box sets can have. Throughout this video, I'm going to do the review of the actual bits. Then I'm going to give my own input, what I'm going to do with the box, and with the existing Terminators and the army that I have laid out for my Deathwing. And then I'm going to give some tips about other potential conversion possibilities, and really how to make this, well, quite frankly, $60 box set really work to your advantage if you don't really want to spend too much money and still have a nice looking army. So this has already been unwrapped. I've already messed with a few of the bits, so they're not all completely in the on the sprue. But I'm gonna get this open off camera, and I will cut to the next scene. Alright, folks. So this box set has 3 sprues. They're jam-packed with a bunch of different bits, and so I'll be going along these sprues, and then I'll also give my pros and cons about the box set at the end of the video. So first off here, we have some of the main bodies of the Deathwing Knights. These are fantastic body pieces, and the awesome thing about these is that it's just the front torso, and except for the one right there, they don't have the heads sculpted in. So I'm pretty glad about that, and that especially one of the heads that I'll show later on that I'm not too much of a fan with is not actually a part of the torso, but the middle one there is awesome, and I really like that that figure that they have on the front of the box. So this is the bottom right of the sprue, and you'll go up, and there's another torso there for the Deathwing Knight, along with all the or storm bolters, the other sides of the regular Terminator torsos, the legs for these Terminators, if I can keep it in focus. There we go. And the back of the Storm Shield. Moving our way up, this is where I'm starting to take some of the bits off. Right there is the Apothecary bit, so I'm going to scoot over, and that's what that looks like. Oh, if I don't drop it. If I keep it in focus, there we go. Which is pretty cool because it has the Apothecary little insignia both on the little drill bit there and also on the Crux Terminatus, which is pretty awesome, and it saves your shoulder pad, which is cool. So there's all those cool bits for that. One thing I'm going to point out right now, which I thought is interesting, is that all the arms pretty much have this big gaping hole. I'm not sure if that's intentional from Games Workshop to let us be able to magnetize a lot easier, or just as a way to save some plastic. I know that could be the injection point, although most likely not, because you think they'd be filled up. Because where you see the lines, especially right there on top of the hand, that's where the 2 parts of the mold is made. And so I don't know. I'm going to use that for definitely some magnetization. But it's kind of interesting that they had these holes there. So if you can hear my dog barking in the background, I'm sorry. And so right here on the frame are the 2 or the 3 extra bits to make your Apothecary. You have a Thunder Hammer, and then you have the awesome Deathwing banner, which is really great for myself because I'm not a fantastic freehander. I don't know what my dog's barking at. I'm not a fantastic freehander, but this is definitely really cool, and I'm going to be making a conversion of that for my command squad. Moving along, you had the flail, which I'll give my opinion on later. You have the back sides of the regular shoulder pads. You have another set of legs, which are also fantastically detailed. Some of them are kind of odd in a way, like the left or the right leg here has wings, but there's no sword, and then this has like stylized banner stuff, so those look pretty cool. But again, I've been waiting for a box set like this for years, and I'm really happy to see that Games Workshop has put all out on this stuff. So a nice little chest piece there. my battery is dying, so hopefully I can make it through this video. A cool little assault cannon with some extra little details on the actual rotary part. The Deathwing sword icons, which are pretty cool. So as I flip this over, I'll zoom in. Now we can start taking a look at the torsos. I keep it in focus. There we go. And all these torsos look fantastic. I probably won't be able to say that enough in this video. And some of them do look pretty cool. So let's see, what other bits did I miss? So here's the other side of the Stormbolters. Some nice Stormbolters there. The other side of the assault cannon. Some old personalized heraldry there for our Deathwing. And then these are the Crux Terminatus shoulder pads, which are cool in themselves because this one there has a sword going through it. There's some of the studs. Another cross sword thing, and then some extra little details. And then also the one of the 5 of the storm shields, which look very, very cool. So that's the first sprue. I'm gonna go and change my batteries now, and I shall be right back. Alright, and so I actually completely forgot about this bit here. This is the head of the apothecary. There we go. Which looks pretty cool. Some Bionic Eye Parts and extra zoom optics. So let's move on to the second sprue. Alright, and so for this sprue here, we're starting to get into more of the weaponry and some extra little head bits. So these here are the maces for the Deathwing Knights, which look pretty awesome. They kind of remind me of the Chaos Lord, his little staff thing, and actually like Runic power maces, which are pretty awesome. There is like the only left hand shooting Stormbolter. I think there's only actually 2 in the whole Games Workshop range. There's this one, and then there's also the one from Forge World. So that's a pretty unique bit, which is awesome. Let's see here. That's my phone. Sorry about that. Where was I? So let's go this way. And for whatever reason, my battery's dying here as well. We'll just push on. So, this is another awesome set of legs here. We've got some studs on the left and some awesome wing embellishments on the right, which would be pretty fun to paint up. We got some arms for not only the Knights, but also the regular Terminators. We have our only chain fist in the sprue, or the box set. And then we also have the arm for the Thunderhammer, which I'll show you a little bit later, and also the flail, which I showed in the previous sprue. We have our third set of legs, more of the wings embellishment. We have our heavy flamer, so we actually get all of the special weapons, the assault cannon, the heavy flamer, the plasma cannon, which is new, and also the cyclone missile launcher. You got the 2 little wing set here for the Terminator Sergeant, which are kind of funky, but yeah, that's my opinion on that. Then we got our first bear head, which kind of reminds me of, I don't know, looks a little cartoonish to me, but there we go. And also we have the regular 5 heads here. Hopefully I can keep these in focus. There we go. Which are pretty awesome with the Dark Angels logos there, to really make them stand out from other Terminators. Alright, see if I can zoom back. So let's see here, flipping this over, I can let you see the other shoulder pads that we have here. I believe that these are for the Knights, but you know, you can use them for whatever. And I'm having some difficulties with my zoom. There we go. So these can be used for the Knights, which would be pretty awesome, although you can also use them for any other type of Deathwing Terminator. And then we have the other side, the chain fist again, the other side of that hammer or the flail, and then just the backs of the torsos, which I actually just realized now they are different from the regular ones. These have little pointed arched backs as regular Terminators. If I can pull one out, here we go. They usually have just the square, roundish kind, so that's pretty cool to make them stand out from others. But other than that, they are pretty much all the same from regular torsos. There isn't anything on the top, and there isn't anything from the front that would have them be difficult. to match up with regular torsos from the regular box sets. So that's the second sprue, and I shall move on to the third. Alright, starting on the top right of this sprue, the final sprue in the box set, we have the backs of the heads for the Deathwing Knights, and we're getting into the Power Fist for the regular Terminators, as I have more focus difficulty. So these have some wings, embellished wings on them, some arches with some broken swords. This is probably one of my favorite ones with the shield and the Power Fist. Then sliding over, we have the other, how did I just forget the name? Storm Shield, and then we have the back of the Cyclone Missile Launcher. We have the bit for the Plasma Cannon, the other Storm Shield there, another Power Fist, the cloak for the Sergeant. Going down, we have the arm, or the hand with the sword for the Deathwing Sergeant. The only two lightning claws, which are pretty nice. The third or fourth Storm Shield there with some crossed swords, and then also the last and final Storm Shield there. We're getting to the Plasma Cannon, which is freaking sick. I like this. This is awesome. I'm not too sure how well it will work in games. I haven't fully looked over the codex yet. But I do think that the Terminator Sergeant or Terminator Lord or Captain that one guy put out on Games Workshop a couple months back that had the Plasma Cannon was a huge kind of gimme to maybe what the creators or the codex writers got from for the Dark Angels. So that's pretty cool to see that we can have Plasma Cannons for Terminators. I think that's just awesome. And then we also have the other shoulder pads for the regular Terminators if you wish, or you can mix and match or whatever. And so my opinion on these real quickly is that I'm a little disappointed that they don't have as much detail as the Forge World ones do. Now granted, this is plastic and that's resin, so that's kind of alright. I can understand that. But luckily I don't think I need too many more shoulder pads, or actually another squad of Terminators. So this will probably round it out for my Terminator army, or Deathwing army at least. So flipping this one over, you can get a look at the last set of legs there with the Watcher there. The actual Watcher in the dark is here with the sword, and I guess now he has a special rule. So if you have him and also the Azrael model, you'll have two Watchers in the dark, which is pretty cool. And finally, we have our last well, we have one more thing after this. But we have the top of the Cyclone Missile Launcher there with the cool embellishment of the wings. And moving on top, we have the Deathwing Knight heads. The one on the far right, or the one that I'm showing there, isn't really my favorite, especially when they have them on the box. I just, for whatever reason, I'm not really a huge fan. But the other three look pretty cool, and I can't wait to use them on my own Terminators. Some other little things that I missed along the way were some of the little shields that can go on the side of the shoulders, like the little embellishment shield things. I don't have one here, but you know what I'm talking about. They're right there, and also some of the little detailed bits, like these little swords that can just hang off of whatever you really want to add extra detail. But other than that, that is all of the bits. On the cloak, there's a little wing there, and I believe that there's one. Yep, there's one on that side as well. So I'll give you two last things here that actually came in the set. One is the gigantic booklet that they have for putting all these guys together, if you want to have them be exactly like what's on the cover. So some nice black and white imagery, and then some nice 3D art of how you want these, or how you can build these Terminators. They don't have to be exactly like this, but it kind of explains on how some bits go on, like the cloak if you're ever confused by that, or how the little wing bits go, or what arms can actually go with what bits, which can be important because sometimes certain arms only fit with certain bits, which can be pretty confusing when you're trying to figure it all out. So this box set makes 3 different Terminator units. You have the Command Squad, and then you have the Knights, and then you have your regular Deathwing Terminators. And what I would suggest for how you'd use this box is get this box with another Terminator box if possible, either like the regular shooting kind or the close combat, and then I would just mix this box with that one, and then you can make 2 units, and you can really diverse these boxes. Put the relic, make these maybe your sergeants, the knights your sergeants because they have the cool robes and things, and then mix in the other bits with how you want your Terminator squads to look. One other thing that you get in this box set are not only the bases, but you get a transfer sheet. And this is probably my biggest disappointment. From the box, I was thinking, or when I first opened it, I saw the back like, oh cool, we get our own transfers. And I flip it over, and it's the generic ones. I would really like to have a Dark Angel specific transfer sheet, because Space Wolf gets one, but they're the space puppies, so I guess they're special. But you get the generic transfers, just like any other Space Marine box set, and the Deathwing box set, so I am a little irked about that, but you know, what can you do? You can't have everything. But there you go, Dark Angels, and you get your regular icons and also the heavy weapons and assault and also tactical markings. But that's the Deathwing box set. So what I would do again for my Deathwing, let's see if I can pull something up for you guys. There you go, little spoiler. There you go. So what I'm going to do with my Deathwing is, if I can make that in focus. There you go. So you don't have, so that way you have something to look at. Is I would again get that box and split it with another. What I'm going to plan to do with this one is create the knights out of some of the existing Terminators I have. Mix in some of the bits I have left over from other Terminators and stuff I got from eBay, and really try to expand that box set out. The one thing for the new codex is that the halberd of Calvin, or Calvin, this was also not on the sprue that I was supposed to show you. This is what it looks like. This is the champion weapon of choice, and for the Terminators that I made, I magnetized them all, so I had to rip all the magnets out, and I tried to fit this on the Terminators I have. And also one weird thing is that, at least in the codex, I don't know if it's changed because I haven't looked at the erratica yet, but all of the lightning claws for Terminators are free, but Thunderhammer and Storm Shields are 5 points each. I found that really disappointing because I magnetized all my Terminators. Not to say that was a bad choice, but you have to pay 5 points for each set of Thunderhammer and Storm Shield. I don't know why that was meant to be, but hopefully Lightning Claws have a little bit of a boost because excuse me, because they're free points. And but I just thought that was kind of weird on how or why they decided to do that. But of course I don't know what other codexes have for their Terminator entries. But I'm going to be flexing around my Deathwing army. Right now I believe I have about 6 units of Terminators that comprise of both my command squad and also 3 or 4 regular Terminator squads and also a close combat squad. I'm probably going to throw in the Knight squad as there as well. Then I have this Dreadnought and another, and 2 Land Raiders. So we'll see, or 1 Land Raider. So I'm going to work out my Deathwing list and see what I can do with the models that I have, because I don't think I'm really needing anything else. I got the Firepower in there, I have Magnetization, and so I'm pretty much all set. But for anyone who's starting Dark Angels, I would definitely suggest to get this box set with the Dark Vengeance box set as well. Those are both great sets to really flex out some of the bits that are in there, especially with the Terminators. Let's see if I can pull a few that I have up here. So, like the Sergeants are awesome, just the regular guys are awesome. I haven't painted these up yet. But just getting some of these, putting them in with the other regular Terminators, they'll blend right in, especially if you take some arms and stuff and put them on other Terminators and really trying to work your magic with all the conversion possibilities. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it wasn't too quick, but yet still short and to the point. And I look forward to reading all your comments down below. If you want to see any more teasers like the Dreadnought back there, please check out my Facebook page, Facebook//warpetrie, or my Instagram account. All those links will be on in the description of the video down below. And please like this video. Really helps me out to know that I know if I need any improvements or if I need to do anything differently. And again, please check out any of my other videos if you haven't already. And hopefully I shall make another video soon. School will be starting in a week or so, and so we'll see what happens with that. But I am painting, and I have been definitely enjoying the hobby while I've been on break. So I shall be making a video soon, and I'll talk to you guys then. Bye bye.